Are we recording? Yeah. Are we on?
Yeah.
We're on. Right. Hey everybody. That's Jason J. Daniel. We're back here at POMP in Stockton. I'm with my new co-host, Dino.
Dino Ballin.
And you can find him on the internet at
Dino Ballin on Twitter or Ballin Dino.
And you can find me all over the internet at Jason J. Daniel.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We're here tonight. We've got more rock stars, more experts, more amazing guests. After we did our first show not too long ago, we had a lot of positive response. A lot of people were saying, what, Dino?
They were saying, we need more.
We need more Dino and Jason.
Quickly.
So we're here eating some...
Nothing but cakes.
Nothing but cakes.
Yeah. And these things are phenomenal if you haven't had one, by the way.
They're here in Lincoln Center in Stockton.
Right. We're so lucky to have them nearby.
Very lucky.
I really want to just tear this apart right now.
he's had too many because it's his birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
My birthday today, and as you can see, I've eaten 6.
Yeah, so
Got a sugar rush.
we know that you want to be here tonight, but you can't. So you're just going to have to stay tuned in on this video.
Yeah.
We're going to get to our guests. We'll get back to you in just a second. We're good? Okay, well, hi everybody. We're back. We're here at POMP. In Stockton. I want to say that thank you to the amazing panel for coming out. We have some sponsors tonight. We're sponsored, of course, by POMP Salon here at Lincoln Center, owned by Dino and his amazing team because they all take ownership in the work that they do. Also, we're sponsored by Go Panache. And I probably have cupcake on this, but don't look at that. But yeah, we have another one. Yes, that's why they're amazing. So we have 2 amazing sponsors, so thank you, sponsors. I want to first start by introducing our panel tonight in our amazing talk show, Salon talk show. But not only do we want to introduce our panel, we're going to introduce ourselves, but we're also going to introduce our kicks. Because we all got some amazing shoes tonight. First, I want to introduce mine. They're a little scuffed up. These are Jack Purcell's. These are, I guess, these are
Nice shoes.
Converse. These are Converse. Thank you. A little bit of leather. So that's me, Jason J. Daniel. Oh, first, and you can find me at Jason J. Daniel on the internet, everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now I'm going to turn it over to the amazing Vicky.
Hi, my name is Vicky Kirk. You can find me on Facebook at Vicky Kirk at POMP Salon, and Instagram and Twitter, it's at Vicky Kirk Hair. And these are my lovely painful kicks, and they're by Danes.
Hi, I'm Barbara Hammond, and you can find me at Barbara Hammond at POMP Salon on Facebook. And my lovely ladies are Steve Madden, lace, but only faux lace, so you won't mess them up.
Neil Flowers here. I'm the founder of Go Panache. You can find us online at Facebook at Go Panache, Instagram, Go Panache app, and Twitter, Go Panache. I am rocking my Lunar Grand Cole Haans
Lunar Grand.
with Nike soles. Check them out.
Nice. Those are nice.
Give me those things.
There's my, what about my soles? Sole check.
Sole check.
Those are nice. They're dirty sole check.
Yeah.
Those are nice. All right, thanks guys. There's our intro. We'll get back to you in just a second. Ready? Hey everybody, we're here with our first guest tonight. This is one of the rock stars at POMP Salon. And if you're from Stockton, you've seen her. If you're watching this on her Facebook page, you love her. It's Barbara Hammond.
Hi.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us tonight. I want to first ask you to tell everybody where to find you on the internet.
You can find me on Facebook at Barbara Hammond at POMP Salon.
And Barbara's very, very good with a lot of things. She's an amazing hairdresser. But one of the things we want to talk about today is color. A lot of people don't realize what it takes to be very good with color or to be an educator. Barbara, you are an educator for Joico.
Yes.
And Beth Minardi Color. Not just one color line, but 2, everybody. That's very, very difficult. But not everybody understands what it takes to be an educator. So Barbara, do you want to start by talking about what does it take to be an educator?
Just being on fire and having passion for the industry and wanting to help others, not only as a, helping your stylists, fellow stylists in the salon, but also making sure that your clients leave absolutely pleased with their service.
So when you decide I want to be an educator for a color line, that takes extra training, right?
Most definitely.
Talk about the kind of training that you do, because when people come and they have services done by you, they're not just getting somebody who is just average, they're getting an above average stylist in you, right? Let's talk about the training that it takes to be a colorist.
So with the training, I mean, that kind of comes, like, as long as you're on fire for it and you do it, usually there's an eye out who actually eventually ends up kind of recruiting you to
So
say,
you
like,
mean like a mentor or like a scout, an agent? A
like
talent
that.
scout.
Kind of, yeah.
Talent scout, look at that.
Similar.
So you're talented.
I think so.
I like that. So you decide to be an educator, you go through all that education, and then they decide to do what? Use you to be an educator for others, right?
Yes, I go from salon to salon educating other professionals about the chemistry of the line, the product, how to even do certain upstyling that comes in with products as well, but, you know, mainly color, doing color intros, getting to know kind of the basics of, you know, of our lines as Beth Minardi and Joyco, and kind of tweaking that to where it makes the people who are looking to get into the color line super, super comfortable using it. That way they're not just scratching their heads when, you know, it comes time to switch out color line.
Now there's a lot of people that are scared to do color. A lot of stylists that do color in school, but then that's it, and they want to just do simple things. What draws you? What passion do you have to take you to the next level to learn more about it? And also, what kind of obstacles do you have to overcome to be a good colorist?
Well, first off, not being afraid, you know, to put green on red hair.
To experiment, to give it a try, to have courage.
To have the courage to, you know, actually go with something even if you're scared, you know,
Right.
of course.
And we're always scared, right?
Right.
That's
If
a
you're too
secret.
terrified.
We're all scared right now. Go ahead.
Exactly.
I'm doing this.
If you are too terrified, please do a dolly head first. Make sure.
Mess up that doll head.
Exactly. Fry her up to where you know what not to do.
Fry her up. Wow.
It's not where you know what not to do.
Yeah,
Right?
right. Yeah, we're going to fry the doll heads first before we get to a human. So,
We don't want to fry the human.
no, we know fried humans. We're against that. Totally against that. All right, so you do a lot of education. You have an amazing personality, so you're also able to educate. Talk to someone who's afraid to get color, afraid to go to that next level, a client. Talk about what it takes, prep them, because they really want that color. It's that dirty secret. They really want that purple hair, but they're not really brave enough to go into that purple hair. Let's make them brave.
Well, if they want the purple hair, or whatever color, green, or even just doing something super subtle and soft, but you're not willing to commit to color, demi-permanents.
Sponsored by Go Panache, by the way. Go ahead.
Demi-permanents are an awesome way to introduce clients to getting color, and a lot of color right now, especially Beth Minardi shades, my favorite for covering gray with a demi. So whether a
A
client
demi is
a demi-permanent is
versus a permanent
versus
would be
a permanent is no ammonia,
no ammonia.
which is key because, you know, the main goal is to keep the hair as healthy as possible.
Right, so it won't stain the hair all the way, so you can. It wears off after 3 or 4 weeks, depending on the color.
Has no lift.
No lift, which is it doesn't change your base
Yes.
hair color.
It does not alter it.
I speak hair.
Yeah. So for a non-professional, getting somebody to do something not permanent per se is definitely a way.
445.
Okay, great.
Is definitely a way to, you know, introduce them into getting color. Then they get hooked and get everything else.
They get hooked. We love that. We'll be back in just a second with more Barbara. What's the most important thing coming right out of school for a new stylist to do?
I think when you're in school, you've sacrificed. You're working most of the time, and you're going to school at night, and you're putting in hours, way more than 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
When you graduate and you have your license, the hard work isn't over. The hard work is just beginning.
Yeah. How do you
It's just beginning.
How do you overcome the obstacles of like, wow, you know, I worked all this time in school, I did appointments for free and just made tips, because that's how most schools
Yeah,
work.
absolutely.
How do you overcome that fear, that obstacle?
The fear?
How did you overcome it?
Look, I have a good support system. If you find a good salon with a good owner and with good people in it, they'll guide you in the right direction. And it's about putting in that time. It's about putting in the time so that you can get those clients. And then when you get those clients, it's about rebooking them.
Yeah.
You've got to rebook.
Barbara, what did you think? What did you do?
I just kind of sucked it up and, you know, made sure to not have a life.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
just to, I mean,
You gotta sacrifice.
You have
Have
to.
a life later.
Yeah.
Sacrifice now so that later you will be so incredibly pleased and set and full and just ever so flowing with your clientele to where, you know, it'll really be effortless after time, but the effort has to be first.
So
The
how,
effort has to be first.
Hi everybody, we're back. A few more minutes of Barbara. As you can see, the Joyco Santa Claus showed up. and gave us a lot of presents. So she is an authorized rep.
And the treats for Santa.
And the treats for Santa. She's an educator, so we wanted to give a little shout out to them. It's not easy to do an amazing color job on a client. It's a physical process, and it's an expensive process as well sometimes, with the product and also with the education and the skill. Talk about what does it take to bring value to a color job for a client?
So in essence, the best way to say anything really is you get what you pay for. You're going to have great quality service, and if you're going to have that great quality service, it will probably have a higher ticket, but at the same time, you know, sometimes value has no price, right? So as long as you
Good way to put it.
Thank you. So as long as you leave satisfied and happy, which is all of our goals as hairdressers, then you know you can kind of have freedom knowing that when you walk out feeling like a brand new person, that the value is going to be there no matter what the
It's
cost.
priceless,
It is.
and it's part of the experience as well.
Yes,
To watch someone like you create a custom formula to take someone to the next color level.
exactly.
So thanks for coming out tonight. It's been really great spending time with you and educating our viewers. I'm going to give you a last word. What's the most important thing about color for a client?
For a client, would just be able to have a new breath of fresh air, having, I was telling my client today, being reborn with a new service, with a new hair color. that they
Reborn,
get
I
to
like that.
Start over.
Start over. If you want to start over, Barbara can start you over. Barbara, tell them where to find you on the internet one more time.
You can find me at Barbara Hammond at POMP Salon on Facebook.
On Facebook. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
So, Michael,
Yes.
you are a successful, experienced veteran in the hair industry.
Yes, I am.
Give our viewers a bit of advice. What's the one thing in 30 seconds you could tell them?
Just follow your passion. Every day, just make sure that you're going in it with the right attitude, and you want to listen to your clients. You want to be engaged with their thoughts, and you just want to make sure you're connecting with them on their level.
I love that.
Hey, we're back here. Jason J. Daniel here, interviewing Jason J. Daniel. Did I
That's me.
say we're sponsored by
Go
Panache?
Panache.
We're sponsored by Pop Salon, right
Pop
here.
it up.
Pop it up. Be all in.
Be all in on camera.
Be all in.
Oh, and you can
yeah.
find Dino at
At Dino Ballin, at Ballandino.
Did we tell you where Jason J. Daniels is?
Yes.
on Friendster on the internet.
MySpace,
Yeah. And
Twitter, Facebook,
And-
Snapchat.
Yes, Vine at Jason J.
Jason J.
Daniel.
Daniel.
And you can find my friend Neil, the amazing Neil, at Go Panache app on Twitter. On Instagram, just Go Panache, and Go Panache _Neil on Twitter. But he doesn't tweet a lot. We're working on that.
Hey. So we're here live with Jason J. Daniel.
Me. Sponsored by Go
Right.
Panache. So we're switching it up a little bit, and I am going to.
Jason's going to ask himself questions about Go Panache.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jason. What do you like to know about Go Panache?
What was your first impression when you downloaded Go Panache?
I loved the interface, and I loved how I could have a profile, and I could put my actual profile picture right on it right away, and then I could find myself really easy by location. Also, the customer service was amazing. I was contacted right away by Go Panache's amazing customer service folks that answered all my questions.
Am I just hearing that right?
You might be.
Wow!
Amazing customer service.
That's right.
You might be, Jason. You might be hearing that right. Yes, not only was the app very user-friendly, and I was able to put my services in quickly, I was able to set up a schedule just like that.
Amazing.
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 And start using it right away. And once I started scheduling my clients, I actually started making more money because I became more efficient. I believe in Go Panache. I believe in this product, Go Panache. It's an amazing product.
How did it make you more money?
Maybe more money because it allowed me to be creative to pre-book clients ahead of time. Also take deposits using their really cool credit card processing app. And the rate was super competitive. I mean, it was just right on with any other rate. And I don't have to stick in one of those annoying, I know everybody uses some of the, there's a, Beelzebub is now here, Amityville. I don't have to put in that annoying a square card reader thing that's got that shape. And also, I didn't have to use Bank of America. They charge you a monthly fee whether you're using the app or not. But it just basically became a salon and a phone for me. And it made it fun too. I like the internetic feel, that's my word. I love that internetic feel as having an app, and I can go right to it and see my schedule every day. It's become one of the tools that I use to run my own personal business. It's made me more independent, and it's made me more money. It's made me more efficient.
How do your clients like it?
They love it. In fact, they're downloading it. They can use it on the other end as well. So not only do I use the app, but my clients use the app too. They can prepay their services, they can pre-book for me, and they love getting an email and a text reminder to their phone. And they get text reminders twice on the day of the appointment. They love that. And they've also had customer service questions. They've gone to GoPanache customer service, and they love customer service at GoPanache. They've told me that in the chair when they've come in and done their service.
And reviews?
The reviews are really amazing. They like to be able to put in their own banking information on their end. And there's a really cool feature. If they're running late, they can ID me. It sends a message and a notification to GoPanache on my phone. And if I'm running late, which never happens, I can also tell them as well. Because Jason J. Daniel, you can find him on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jason J. Daniel. He's never late for appointments.
Can we tell you where to find Jason J. Daniel?
Anywhere on the internet.
Anywhere.
So, do you have any more questions about GoPanache? One of the most amazing apps that I've ever used in a long time. I covered it. Well, and the really cool thing is being a stylist, I can put all my work on GoPanache, their photo app immediately, and you can move the photos around, stretch them out, and they pop up on your profile and they rotate through, and people can also look at your profile and tweet and Instagram your amazing pictures straight from your profile on GoPanache. So, I think anyone should use it. I think anyone would love to use it. What do you think, Neil?
Love it.
We love it. Hey, you got something for me?
Hey, we got a brand new, hot off the press, black
Woo!
GoPanache American Apparel plug
Yeah.
shirt.
Yes. Because I got a cupcake on the other one. So, how did you overcome your obstacles? Just gutted it out?
Just gutting it out.
Just got an
Still there.
attitude of professionalism?
Definitely.
What about you,
Definitely.
Vicky? You both are very professional. Some people, they don't have that built in. How do they find being
This
to be professional?
industry is different than any other industry because everybody that goes to school, they want to be a booth renter. What does that mean? You're in business for yourself,
Right.
and you are a little mini business owner. If you're a business owner, nobody tells you when to come to work. Nobody tells you what time to get there. Nobody tells you how long to stay. Nobody tells you any of this stuff. You've got to do it on your own. And you've got to develop that discipline early or you will struggle your entire career.
Would you think finding a mentor is really important? Finding
Huge.
somebody that can,
Huge, and that's why I'm saying a good salon, people like Barbara, she puts in the time
Yeah.
year after year. She puts in the time, she takes wonderful vacations, she spends a lot on education. She has opportunities because she's put in the time.
put in the time. I like
You put in the time.
that. All right, so we're here. We're mixing it up. We're doing a little bit of a demo. We're blow drying Neil's hair. We are blow drying his hair. Okay, so let's talk about this amazing blow dryer that comes up from the ceiling at POMP. Dino?
This is the Italian-made Turbo Power Mega Power 4000. And what's great about this hair dryer is that it's unlike other hair dryers that hang from the ceiling. Other hair dryers are like pneumatic, and you pull them down and they go up by spring. These actually support the weight of the hair dryer. It floats. It supports the entire weight of the hair dryer, relieving any shoulder stress that you may
Safety
have.
not included for the guests.
They're not entirely safe, but these are fantastic. I believe as Neil was saying, I believe these are 800 horsepower,
Yes.
racing cam,
Oh, man.
dual carbs, whatever. But anyway,
I can feel
these are
pretty hot.
The free Stylist hanging hair dryer system is the best hair drying system on the market, and they also deliver the highest ionic content to the hair. They infuse health, shine, and body into the hair. And the stylists that use them really do believe that these are that they do actually provide some health.
They're the
Health and
Ferrari
body.
of
Health
hair
and body to
dryers.
the
The
hair.
Ferrari of hair
It's
dryers.
almost a miracle. Shouldn't even, go ahead.
It's miraculous.
All right, so we're going to demonstrate a blow dry. Go ahead, Vicky. On demand.
One more time.
One more time.
Do you see how that turned on as soon as I pulled it down?
Just as soon.
On demand.
On demand hair dryer. And wow, she is blow drying Neil's hair. Neil's getting his hair blown dry. This blow dry sponsored by Go Panache.
Hey, we're back live. POMP Salon coming at you from Stockton. This is Jason J. Daniels live. You know where you can find me? Hey Dino, where can you find me?
Hey, Jason J. Daniel, why don't you tell us where we can find Jason J. Daniel if we happen to be looking for Jason J. Daniel?
Hey, I can be found at Jason J. Daniel on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Friendster, and MySpace.
What if we confuse you with other Jason J. Daniel?
You can't. I'm the only Jason J. Daniel. Do you know where you can find me? Jason J. Daniel on Twitter, Facebook, Friendster, MySpace,
And Snapchat.
and Snapchat. I moved out into 95, knew one person, came out for 3 days to San Francisco, and just loved it. And said, that's where I want to be. Drove across the country, did everything I could.
You drove across the country to get to California to follow your dream, right?
Sure.
Nothing was stopping you.
No,
No obstacles.
no.
And what happened?
I'm here today.
You're having fun, huh?
Are we live?
We're
Are we live?
we're live.
Are we
Hey,
live?
where's my shirt?
Hey. We're back here. Wait a minute. Jason J. Daniel, live. You can find me on everywhere, Friendster included,
Everywhere.
Snapchat, Vine,
Vine, Snapchat.
at Jason J. Daniel. We're live with Dino Ballin,
At Dino
owner,
Ballin.
POMP Salon, rocking in Stockton tonight. It's Dino's birthday. We got a special gift for him. Sponsored by Go Panache.
This is the best birthday gift I've ever received. I just love it. All the way from San Rafael, and all I got was a T-shirt.
Exactly. Absolutely.
We were going to talk about Go Panache a little bit.
Talk about Go Panache a little bit.
As a salon owner, I've been looking for an app or for software that will work for an entire salon of independent contractors. And I probably shouldn't name all of the ones that I've looked at, but I've looked at several, and I've not seen any that is customizable for different hours and different pricing structures throughout the salon for just an infinite number of stylists, until I met Neil from Go Panache. And it seems that Neil has addressed any of the concerns that I have had over the years, and it just answered all my solution to all my issues. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love
Excited about that. We're excited to have an opportunity to
Yeah.
work with you, Dino,
I'm very excited to use it.
and to bring you a T-shirt all the way from San Rafael.
Yeah.
Custom made.
Custom
Handmade.
Handmade.
And I want to also say, by the way, all of the other booking sites that I looked into never gave me a shirt.
Right.
We not only have one, but we have it in black. You can wear this in a salon.
Can I trade the blue for the black?
You can take both.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday. It's a go.
Now I feel like the birthday boy.
There ain't no party like a Go Panache party.
All right.
Because a Go Panache party.
Did we mention, all because of Jason J. Daniels?
Then you can find him.
You know where to find him? He's right behind the camera right now.
He's right in the reflection.
He's in the reflection.
I know about Go Panache because of Jason J. Daniel, and I know that one of my stylists is already using Go Panache, and she has rave reviews about it. Raquel Negretti from San Francisco. She's going to be here at POMP Salon in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
And she does pretty incredible scissor work.
Very good work.
Right here.
Yeah, very good haircut. Yes, I noticed it. Very good.
Very good. 24/7, right?
Right.
What was that again? What was that again?
I said the app never takes a day off,
No?
never calls in sick, never drops an appointment, and costs less than 3 cents per hour. You can't complain anybody.
That sounds like us, but we cost more than 3 cents an hour, right?
Right.
Whenever you're ready.
We're back live again. Jason J. Daniel, that's me. Dino Ballin.
Dino Ballin.
Where can we find you, Dino?
At Dino Ballin, at Ballin Dino, at Get Pumped.
We are getting pumped.
Pump it up.
Being all in tonight.
And we're peeing all
Be all in.
Action is our drug.
Action is.
We want to talk about stylists and what it takes to make a successful stylist and just really a successful human being. It's the same thing. And you know, without successful stylists, you have much fewer people to purchase and use your app, and fewer people to help.
Absolutely.
And you know, of course, it behooves me to have successful hairstylists. As a salon owner, and I'm sort of obsessed with creating successful hairstylists, because I just recently learned, in fact, that the statistic for stylists is that of every 10 that gets licensed, within 3 years, 7 drop out. Only 3 continue after 3 years, and that's like startling, you know. And it's really tough to build a successful hair business, and it's tough for one reason only, and that is because your hair license that you receive is a license to do business. And when you go into business for yourself, you exercise your free will, you know. And if you exercise that freedom wrongly, you know, you don't get to work on time, you don't spend 40, 50, 60 hours a week in the salon, you're much less likely to build a successful career. If you're at the salon for a long period of time, the law of averages works in your favor, and you're going to build a successful career. And that goes hand in hand with another statistic that I learned, is that the average hairstylist works 20 to 25 hours a week in the salon, and that's just not enough to get it done. But it's so funny, because if these people get a job, these stylists that are working that amount of hours, their boss will schedule them, and they'll work 40 hours a week, plus even, and they'll do that for another person for $9 an hour, but they won't come to the salon and spend 40 hours in the salon for themselves. And that just blows my mind. And for me, I think it's about, you know, when you exercise that free will, it's important that you exercise it properly to build character and to build discipline. And the way I phrase it, the more you man up in life. Like we're all confronted with decisions to make every day. Do you hit snooze 6 times in a row, or do you get up? And we're all confronted with these issues in our lives where, you know, we have to decide, do we do the hard, courageous thing in life, or do we take the easy way out? Do we just cop out? The more you cop out, the more consecutive times you cop out, the more you just become a person with no character, with no discipline. But the more you do the tough thing, get up when your alarm clock goes off, you know, and make the tough decisions, even though they're hard, even though it takes courage, and you'll find that the more you do that, the easier it is to do the right thing. You know, discipline is something that can be built like a muscle, and the more you exercise that muscle, and the more you strengthen it, the more it strengthens, and it just becomes easier and easier to do. You know, you'll find that if you do it too, that lots of other good little things start happening in your lives, and things that you didn't even think about, things you weren't even aware of when you started on the path to try to develop character. Other people respect you more. You have more respect for yourself, and your life just begins to become better. And you start waking up with vigor. You know, you're like you wake up before the alarm clock goes off. You get to work, you get things done. It's fun to go to work when you have a plan, when you have a mission. It's really not fun to go to work if you have no plan, if you have no long-term goal. And it kind of sucks to go to work often, you know, if you don't have a plan. It's like, it seems pointless, just like the same routine over and over again. But I see people that come to work with a goal, and it's like, this guy's just trying to make another million. You know, this guy's working with a plan, with a vision, with you know, he's working for a vacation home. He's working for freedom. And I think, in the end, really that's what it's about. I think freedom is the only thing worth working for. True freedom. Exercise that freedom correctly so you can have real freedom, you know, later in life. And what do you say about that, Neil?
So, you know, super successful salon owner, 20 years plus in the business. What are some of the things you do to coach young stylists into the business after they get their license? What are some of the things that you do at POMP to help them and transition them and to help them kind of escalate their career?
Yeah, that's the biggest one for me, because like I said, I'm a workaholic, you know, so I have my appointment booked no matter where I am. You know.
So we're talking about how to motivate young stylists, I think is where we left off, and or what I do to develop a young stylist. And the first thing that I try to do is just try to remove their fears. So I try to provide a safety net that removes that fear, or at least the illusion of a safety net, until I get them to realize that, I mean, I can provide a safety net, and I can provide a system, and I can provide a schedule that gives them a life of mediocrity. And I'm not trying to do that. they can go work at other salons and have a life of mediocrity. I'm trying to create truly successful hairstylists, and to do that, I need them to understand and accept that they are their own safety net. They are the only key to their success. I mean, I can only take them to so far. They need to believe and they need to accept that they're worthy of all good things, and that they're worthy of great careers, and they can make $150,000, and as many do.
In 3 months?
And well, I don't know. That's a challenge in 3 months. Yeah.
There's the Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week. There's the Dino Be All In.
Be all in.
150K plan in 8 months?
In about a year.
A year.
Yeah. 2 years. Year to 2 years for 150. You can get to $100,000 in 1 year.
So, did you hear that? 150K in 12 short months.
That's
How many
great.
hours a day?
Hey, 12 hours, you know, again, the shortcut to success is just work as much as you can. I mean, you've got to spend more than 40 hours a week in the salon initially, but you know, once you build your career, once you sacrifice, it's about, you've got to pay the price. You've got to prepay the price. So you know, if you can sacrifice as much as you can for 8 months to a year, then you have a lifetime of freedom. You can get to $75,000 to $100,000 a year fairly quickly, and then you can start setting your schedule how you want, have truly a lifetime of freedom. And you know, excuses are all irrelevant. They're all the same. There's no such thing as a good excuse. It's simply that. It's an excuse whether you have 5 kids, 6 kids, they're all sick, your husband lost his whatever. You can roll them up real tight and just, you know what to do with them. I mean, you can't pay bills with excuses. You can't do anything with excuses.